Now I done snuck on the computer, realizing my friend Anthony, he gonna be throwing a party that night, okay? So I'm reading the comments, trying to see who's going. People like, what you want us to bring? People like, you want me to bring some loud? They, you know what I'm saying? They talking. So I'm like, who all going? So I see a couple of baddies that was going, that I knew of, that stayed around, you know what I'm saying, in our area. So I'm like, man, oh, this her page? So I click on her page, I'm looking. So boom, I click back out her page. I'm like, definitely finna see what that do. Then I see Shay gonna be there. I'm like, oh my God, which is Nikki friend. Shay gonna be there. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I definitely gotta go. So as I'm back on Anthony page and like just looking in the comments and seeing who all coming and what time they coming, because people was hitting the box like, I'm coming, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bringing chips, I'm bringing wings. So I'm like, oh, is this gonna be like a sleepover? So I'm so into people responding, right, under his status. I'm so into it. I'm sneaking on the computer, okay? You don't hear nobody come downstairs. You just feel somebody like, boom. I'm like, oh, boy. So I hurried up and I just cut the computer off. Like, boop, I cut the computer off. All right? I just cut the computer screen off. So he like, that's Marky. He like, what you doing? I'm like, bro, you scared me. He like, why you yell? I'm like, you scared me. Like, what? I'm like, what you want? He like, I still got that little piece from some days ago. I'm like, no. I'm like, you didn't learn your lesson? You didn't learn your lesson? He like, what you was down here doing? I'm like, so I get up out the chair, right? I go like with the stairs that I look up. I'm like, so I cut the, you know what I'm saying, the screen back on. I cut the screen back on. I'm like, Anthony having a party. I'm like, I want to go. He like, Mama not gonna let us go though. I'm like, I know. So he like, you gonna sneak out? He like, I want to go to the party. I want to go too. I'm like, every time you go somewhere with me, you always get us in trouble. He like, no, every time I go with you, somehow somebody know you, and then we get in trouble. I'm like, no, that ain't never how it goes. When Marky is with me, Marky basically always get me in trouble. So you hear my mama like, Rody Doty. I'm like, and I cut the screen back off. So Marky like, we going? I'm like, yeah, we going. I'll come down here, come get you. Boom. We split up, right? I go upstairs first. Now, Marky got to go upstairs, you know what I'm saying, on that first floor to be able to go to his room. So I go first because I got to go all the way up. So I don't know where my mama at. So my mama is in the kitchen. I come up. I'm like, hey, she like, what you doing downstairs? I'm like, nothing. I was trying to find something to eat. And she said, and you come up here empty-handed? I'm like, because I couldn't find no chicken wings. She like, it's some chicken wings down there. You just not looking. So I'm like, I didn't see none. She like, if I go down here and look, if it's like everything I was saying, she was irritated about it. She was irritated. It could be something so simple. She was irritated about it. She was like, if I go downstairs and find a pack of chicken wings, I'm going to cluck you upside the head with them. So I'm looking like, what a frozen pack of chicken wings? She stumbled off. Boom, 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 boom. She stumped off. She goes downstairs. When she goes downstairs, she bumps into Marky. She said, what you do? Get upstairs now. Go in the kitchen. You hear her. I'm like, oh my God. Marky come up there. He like, you told her I was downstairs? I'm like, no. I told her I was looking for some chicken wings. But so luckily, it wasn't no chicken wings. It was like God was on my side. It was no chicken wings. So when she came up, she like, I got to go shopping to get some wings because I'm telling you, I saw, you must have ate the last pack. I'm like, first off, it's a family pack. And we will break them up in Ziploc. No, I did not. Like, oh, no, I couldn't have ate too many wings. So I was like, no, I ain't eat the last pack. She like, in case you had people over my house. I'm like, no. She said, look, let me tell y'all something because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep because y'all going to keep on with me. And I promise y'all, keep being sneaky, Mark. I don't know what y'all down there doing, but if I find out anything, I'm going to embarrass y'all. And I ain't talking about whooping you in the house. I'm going to embarrass you. And I'm going to have fun doing it. So I'm looking. She like, look, I got to go get my nails done. All right. I got an appointment in 30 minutes to go get my nails done. Because if this lady mess up my nails, I'm going to be to jail. I promise you that. So I'm looking at my mom was very serious about her nails. Okay. She was very serious about her nails. So I was just happy that she was getting out the house. Boom. Her time came. She like, I'll be back. Boom, man, sleep. Don't worry, I'll make sure my son eat. I'll bring him something to eat. So boom. I'm sitting in the kitchen. She leaves. Front door now opening. Mark is in there. He like, bro, I'm sick of mom. I'm like, she always on me. Like, she always on me bad. Like, I'm like, I don't think she like me. He like, she don't like you. She don't like me. We are kids. I'm like, it doesn't matter. He like, do you want to smoke? I'm like, that's the first thing you think about as soon as she leave the door. He like, yeah, we got to get rid of it. I'm like, all right, where's that? He like, I left it outside by the bush. Front door not opening. He comes back. It looks stale, wet. It look all type of stuff. I'm like, nah. I'm like, we not saying, like, all we got to do is dry it off. He like, well, put it in the microwave. I'm like, Mark, I'm not smoking. He like, I am. He like, wait, I got an idea. Now, my mom, right? Okay, so Kalina's boyfriend, right, can make bongs. So he showed my mom how to make a bong. So basically, you know, she had to boil this chicken leg clean. It was like a homemade bong, pretty much, okay? So it was basically made out of a chicken bone, pretty much. But he decorated, colored it. It was cool. So Marky was like, we gonna use mom bone. I'm like, I'm not using that. He like, it's just the wrapper is wet. He was just saying that, you know what I'm saying, the switch part was wet. I was like, nah. I'm like, you on your own. So he like, all right. So he took it, broke it down. I mean, it looked like it was wet. It didn't look like, you know what I'm saying, it was gonna give any type of, I'm about to get you lit. Boom. He put it in there. I'm like, take it outside. He like, no, I'm gonna light it right here. I'm like, am I in my living room? No, take it outside. So he like, I'm taking it in the back. So boom, back door now open. I go back there with him. He struggling, right? He's struggling. This dude didn't break it down. He put smushed the whole thing, like paper and all, put it in there, right? The wrapper, the everything. So he lit it up. He's struggling a little bit. He finally get it. Take the first hit, right? He like, you sure? I'm like, nah. You can smell it. Still smell good. He hit it again. I'm like, bro. I'm like, that's enough. Your eyes are getting ready. He like, I got Visine. He like, I wasn't able to put Visine. That's how I got caught. I'm like, don't get caught this time. So I'm like, I'm going in the house. I didn't want the smell on me or nothing. So I go back in the kitchen. So the bell ring, ling, 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 ling. I'm like, what is that? You hear back door now opening. Now we got our windows open on the side where the house door at. We had windows because that was the dining room. So you could kind of hear the alarm lady talking. So I'm like, so you get ling, 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 ling. I'm like, he like, you want me to answer it? I'm like, no, you put some drops in your eyes. So I go upstairs. I look on the camera. I'm like, Miss Smith. So I open up the door. I'm like, hey, Miss Smith. She said, hey, your mom home? I'm like, no, she went to go get her nails done. She said, okay, I need to talk to her. I'm like, is it something bad? I'm trying to figure out. She was an older lady. So I was trying to figure out, I'm like, is everything all right? She said, yeah. I just need to ask her a few questions. I'm like, oh, okay. Boom. I was going to let my mama know when she come. Miss Smith want her. Like, what? Miss Smith definitely couldn't have saw us smoke because we're on the side of the house, so she can't even see that far. So it's like, okay, what could you possibly want to tell my mom? Boom. Time progressed. Marky goes downstairs. I'm upstairs. My mama taking a little long to come back. All of a sudden you hear front door now opening. She like, dude, coming up the stairs. She like, boo man. She knocking on the door. And I look, I'm like, I open the door. I'm like, hey mom. She like, hey. She got him McDonald's. Don't got me no McDonald's, no chicken, no nothing. Don't got Mark nothing. Just got Caleb something. So I'm like, dang, she just bring up something. I ain't tripping. So I go downstairs to let her know, all right, I cook my own food. So I go downstairs. I found some chicken tenders. So boom, I'm making me some chicken tenders. She said, make sure none of that grease get on my stove. Make sure none of that get on my stove. And after that, kitchen is closed. So I was just like, she always got something to say. So she on the phone, she like, yeah, Kalina, you could come over. She telling Kalina that she could come over. So I'm like, all right, cool. She gonna be busy. So I go downstairs. I'm like, hey, Marky, Kalina coming over. He like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so you better be dressed. He like, I'm already dressed. I'm like, you in that? First off, dude, you got on a windbreaker. People can hear you. People can hear you coming, buddy. People can hear you coming. way before they see you. So I'm like, no, I don't wear no windbreakers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, put something else on. He like, all right, I'm going to do my sweatpants. Boom. He get dressed. So I go upstairs. My mama like, I might be stepping out tonight. So first off, I thought Carlina was coming out. I'm like, huh? She like, you got Tootsie Roll in? I might be stepping out tonight. I'm like, okay, and when you coming back? She like, you got somewhere to be? I'm like, no. She like, oh, okay. She like, I'm stepping out tonight. Boom, time progressed, right? Time progressed. My mom and Carlina end up going out. They got Brenda. Brenda is the driver. My mama, I'll be back in a couple of hours. Take care of Boo Man in the house. He shouldn't be hungry. Just give him a snack. All right, boom, she gone. I'm like, man. Marky come upstairs like, see, we ain't gonna be able to go to the party. I'm like, how about I go to the party and you make sure Caleb good? He like, no, I want to go too. I'm like, I got an idea. He like, what? I'm like, watch this. So I goes, right? I goes in the kitchen. I get a milkshake, right? But what I do is I get Caleb's favorite ice cream, which was vanilla and chocolate. And and he like a little bit of milk in the cup. And I got to get a spoon and I got to just, hand do the milkshake, right? I got to make it perfect. And then I do at the end, I just, to make that ice cream come up, put it in the freezer, right? Boom, I popped some popcorn, got the butter going. Put the cookies already on. The cookie was cooking. Got the cookies going. Boom, and poured him another milk. So I say, hey, watch this. Caleb gonna like this. You think you're gonna like this? So he like, man, you made all this. I'm like, watch. So I do. So he comes to the door. He got his game headphones on, his controller. So Marky like looking at him. So we holding stuff. He like, oh my God, catering. So I'm like, here's your snacks. He like, hold on, let me make room for you. So he scoot his stuff on the side. He like, put everything. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, look at all the stuff I got. So he's happy that he's finna have everything, right? So Marky was like, who you playing? You probably losing, and took his headphones and just let it go like, wow. He was like, why would you do this? So he tried to chase Marky and failed. So now Caleb is mad that he failed. So Caleb grabbed the broom, because my mama had the broom like right in the hallway. Caleb grabbed that broom. He swung it before Marky got down the stairs. Marky fell down them stairs. Do. Marky was mad. He tried to come. I'm like, no. Don't, no. He our little brother. He like, he played too much. You could have hurt me. He like, you started in my ear. It's still ringing. I got to go get to my snacks in my game. So I'm like, Boo Man, I'm like, if you need anything, I'm like, just let us know, okay? In 10, 15 minutes. He like, I'm not going to need anything in 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to eat my snack and play my game. So he goes in this room. So I say, look, we're not going to leave just yet. We're going to give it some time, right? Another 15, 20 minutes. I didn't want to leave right away when I gave him a snack, because I know how Kelly can be. He going to request for one more thing. And Lord behold, time progressed. Caleb requested for one more thing. He said, I want some pop. I say, it's pop in mama's room. He like, I'm going to get it. I was just telling you. So boom, he go get the pop. I say, Boo Man, I'm like, I'm finna go defecate. I'm like, stay in your room, okay? I'm like, I'm gonna go downstairs and defecate though. He like, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm like, you enjoy your snacks? He like, leave me alone. Boom, and shut his door. So I'm like, no, he did not. I go upstairs. Do. He opened the door. He like, what? I'm like, are you enjoying your snack? He like, yes. Does it look like it? I'm like, okay. He like, I thought you had to poo-poo. I'm like, I do gotta. Why you gotta say it like that? He like, cause it comes out your butt. I'm like, I'm done. So boom, I go downstairs. I'm like, come on, we gone. Right? Front door. Now, we leaving at the front door. Right? I just want to tap in. I got my room window semi-cracked, just in case. But we're gonna be good, because I ain't trying to be there that long. My mama is gone. I need to beat my mama back. So we get over there to the party, right? Ring the bell. Anthony over there, he like, yo, like, what's up? He like, you came to the party? I'm like, of course I came to the party. He like, you ain't commenting. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, he came over here skinny, like, oh, what's up, Mark? Mark, like, what's up? So he look, man, we got chips, we got wings. He like, I'm gonna be going to the army. I'm thinking about going to the army. I'm like, you going to the army? I'm like, you're too young to go to the army. He like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? in a couple of years. So me and my dad was talking. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, come on. He's like, look at this tube thing. So they had a tube. Okay. And he was like, put it to your mouth. Now on the other end, wasn't nothing connected to the tube. So I'm thinking, oh, they finna shotgun me. We finna, I'm finna get lit. They pulled a drink in there. I wasn't ready. They pulled a drink in there, and the thing was so wide and it was wrapped around my mouth. So all I had, as they keep pointing, you gotta swallow. You cannot not, or it's gonna just go down your. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, So Marky like, hey, yo, chill. So I'm like, So Marky come over. I'm like, I'm grabbing him, and then it's wasting a little bit on me. I'm like, oh my God. And I give it to Marky. So Marky just put his lip in there. I'm like, bro, you gotta wrap your mouth around the thing. Don't put your lip in there. Like, because he wanted to control how much he was sipping. Boom, they stopped. So they laughing. So people ringing the bell. There's more people coming in. Boom, I see Nikki.